Hi everybody, my name is Jeanette Schultz and I'm excited to spend a few minutes with you today chatting about ways to get new leads. I've been with Wild Tree a little over 8 years, and when I first started Wild Tree, I had moved to a new area of Georgia and didn't know many people, so it forced me to get into the community. And then about 2.5 years ago, my husband took a position down here in South Florida, so just west of Miami. And so the things that I had tried in Georgia that worked really well to meet new people wasn't as effective here, so I had to find new ways. So before we get into Go and sharing ways in which you too can meet new people and get into new groups, let's talk about the no real quick. And the main thing I want you to know is that on your Wild Tree journey, especially this first year with the Coconut Club, is that you are going to never, ever, ever run into a dead end. And what I mean by that is there's never going to come a time where you don't have options and opportunities to find new people to share what you have to offer and find new people that want what you have to offer. So yes, on this journey, we might hit a roadblock, and that's what it sounds like some of you are at, where you have kind of run out of leads, don't know who to call, and that's not uncommon. But you will never run into a dead end where you don't have options. And so I hope that gives you a bit of comfort and encouragement on this journey, because you have the hope that, yes, there are more people out there if you are willing to be on purpose and go do it. Okay, so let's talk about the go. A couple of the ways that I'm going to share with you, I'm going to be really brief just to give you an overview. And if you have further questions, you can talk to your upline leader as well. But the first one I want to talk about, that contact list of 100. I'm sure that you've worked through that as far as reaching out to all the people that you know. But I wonder, if we're perfectly honest, if there are people that live further away from us that we really haven't reached out to. Probably the best way to do that is through social media and Facebook, and to really look at that list of people that you're friends with. They even could be, cousins and relatives and whatnot, and you have other ways to contact them if you're not a Facebook person. But who are people that don't live by you, that live cities or states away, that you can let them know that you're doing freezer meal workshops from afar, or you're doing tastings from afar, and that you're locally helping people with mealtime solutions, and you'd love to see if they'd be even remotely interested in hearing how you could help them and their friends solve the problem of what's for dinner. It could be cousins calling or whatnot and just asking them if they would be open to getting a few friends together and knocking out some meals. If it's somebody that you maybe don't know as well necessarily because it's from your past, you can send them a private message. Hey, Brenda, it's Jeanette. Love seeing how your family's growing. Now, I don't know if you know that I've been doing this Wild Tree thing now for a little bit, but I'm locally helping families with mealtime solutions. And I'm wondering, I would really love your feedback. Would you find it meaningful and helpful to have a few friends over and knock out some meals for weeks to come, given your busy schedule and so forth? Would you be even remotely interested in learning a little bit more about how I can help you and your family with that? Okay. Number two, this is going to be the category of acquaintances. And with acquaintances are people that we see on a daily and weekly basis that we honestly, consciously have not really reached out to. And so what I want you to do to be effective to kind of approach this group of people is to find a date at the end of March before Easter, or a date right after Easter. If you've never double launched with a workshop or haven't done a workshop in a while, I encourage you to do 2 dates that you can plug people in. But at least find one date that you know is on the calendar that gives you a week or two here to really be on purpose to invite people that are not very close to you, but you have some connection to them. So that before you put that workshop order in, you're giving yourself some time to grow those relationships a little bit and give yourself opportunities to be in front of them and to connect with them. So if I am a stay-at-home mom, yet I have one kid in school, it might be when I do drop-off or pickup and people are mingling around. I'm gravitating to the people that I know, but maybe I don't normally invite them over for a barbecue or a play date. And so I'm going to be able to just, go up to them. It's maybe a mom from the classroom, and I might say, hey, Carol, how are you doing? And we chit-chat, how was your weekend? And then I'll simply say super casually and no pressure at all. And I'll say, hey, Carol, I'm doing this thing in a couple weeks with some friends. Some ladies are going to come over. We're going to knock out some meals, and then we're going to have meals made for a couple weeks. Would that be something that would interest you and be helpful to your family? And I've never had anybody say, no, that really wouldn't be helpful. And then I would say, I'm happy to send you some more information if you're interested. And so you can hand her your phone, open up to contacts, have her fill out her contact information and so forth. So you can text her, email her. And during that time, you're able to have that meaningful conversation. Do you love to cook or don't love to cook? What's mealtime like for you? So that you can dive in a little bit, and then you're going to be able to affirm what you asked her and let her know, oh, I think you're really going to like this. I'm excited for you to, take a look at the information. And so who can you find? Can you find 3 or 4 people of acquaintances to plug them into your workshop coming up? The other avenue of acquaintances that I want to tell you, number 3 of an idea, is I've been doing more recently, is finding somebody that you have a connection with, but maybe they haven't attended your things, or in my area, because of their culture, they're not the biggest proponents of freezer meal workshops. So I am going up to some people and that I have a connection with that are acquaintances, and I'm simply saying, would you find it meaningful to maybe just grab 2 or 3 friends? We can go for coffee. You can come over to my house, or I'm happy to come over to your house. Would you find it meaningful to have a few friends together and we can just simply sit and chat? We could talk about, what's mealtime like for you all. And I'm then happy to share some solutions that I've been helping families with locally if you're interested. Would that be helpful and meaningful to you? And so forth, okay? And see what they have to say. Some of mine have been texts, like our room mom. I texted her the other day, and asked her, hey, Louisa, it's Jeanette. How have you been doing? I wanted to just get your feedback on something. Would you find it meaningful to grab maybe 2 or 3 friends, and we could all just kind of get together for coffee or whatnot, and you could share with me how mealtime is for you, and I would be able to share with you guys maybe some solutions that have been helping local families that might be really fun and exciting for your families too. Okay, how can we tap into the acquaintances, either plugging them into your workshop coming up, or even coming to your workshop just to taste, or seeing if 1 or 2 of them will be willing to grab a few friends together and have something casually. All right. The 4th way is reaching out actually to networks and groups that are already in place. So this might be fitness centers, moms groups, or whatnot. And you've probably heard this before. Some of these ways take a little bit. So they're not something that you can probably get on the calendar necessarily this month. But if we don't start the groundwork now, it's not going to happen necessarily next month or the month after. A place locally here, a yoga factory, a yoga place, does workshops. So I went in and approached them about, hey, you guys live a healthy lifestyle. I help local families with mealtime solutions. I'm wondering if I could have a few minutes of your time and share with you how it might be helpful and effective for your clients or your guests at your gym. People have done this with CrossFit gyms. And actually, I think on the Business Builder call for this week, Tracy or somebody is actually doing one on fitness centers and stuff like that. So plug into that and glean more information from there. Another group is moms, because they do have a need. They have a need to help with meals. They want to feed their family healthy. They want to bring the family together, and they might have a financial need as well. So can you plug into any moms groups, any moms meetups, MOPS, Mothers of Preschool groups that you can offer to come and do some nutritional information about healthy eating or label reading or something that you would feel comfortable with? And then at the end, you're able to give out information or collect contact information about people that might be interested in hearing more about Wild Tree as some solutions for them. So that's something, like I said, that might take a little bit a while to get in the works, but you need to start planting the seeds and maybe finding one thing a day to reach out to somebody with. And the last one is simply festivals and events. There are places all around now with the weather getting nicer that there's going to be local markets that you can plug into, or other festivals where you can have a large group of people come across, build relationships with them, and actually allow them to taste and sample what Wild Tree is and be able to share with them the options that Wild Tree offers. I hope these were helpful. I hope that you continue to love your journey in the Coconut Club. We love being with you and encouraging you and gleaming from you. And we just can't wait to hear how you are finding new leads and that you are continuing to move your Wild Tree business forward. Don't worry about the results. Worry about the daily work. Are you caring for people? Are you of service? And are you simply being faithful at doing the work? Okay, have a great day.